Richard Marsden Studios is where most of us are based for the next couple of hours. A nice helping of the Saturday Rub. Going to get to our one absent member in just a second, but I can see Bernie Vince. Fresh from the Salisbury Hotel.
Oh, yeah.
My God.
That was an experience, Jim.
What are you doing?
A lot of loyal listeners out there, Jim, but that's a night I won't get back.
I'm going to say it again. What are you doing?
Well,
if you're going to do OBs, you've got to have a look at the venues.
Yeah.
And
Nice
you've got to have
venue.
your own input into where they are.
Nice venue. Don't get me wrong, but no,
Bluey wouldn't have been comfortable out there.
I don't know if he's been located since. He might
really?
still be there.
Yes, Duck.
Bernie, Salisbury's like Toorak in comparison to Smithfield
Come on.
and Elizabeth.
Oh, yeah.
I lived in Salisbury. I remember moving to Salisbury and I thought, oh, how good of an area is this?
Yeah.
Especially after, like I said, coming from Smithfield.
Smithfield, yeah. You got to be tough, Duck.
I like Elizabeth.
Yeah, do you?
Well, Elizabeth sits in the middle.
Hurley.
Basically all the same place, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I don't know. If you can...
One that keeps going out further, JB. You got Salisbury, then Elizabeth, then Smithfield.
Mate, we used to go out and play Salisbury in the A-grade comp.
Oh,
Darren
good.
Lehman,
Yeah.
they always had a very good team.
Yes.
But you were worried about the tyres on your car still being there. You had to have your car parked visible from the ground to make sure it wasn't jacked up. And
Don't leave anything on the seats.
Exactly right.
Nothing in sight.
now, Damo has been ferocious.
Oh.
And
He's-
in the preparation for today,
Private conversations, Jim.
He comes up and goes, can I see you for a minute?
Even Joey's not even part of the show. Joey, I need to see you for a minute.
I've
I
I've
need
got stuff
out
on
here,
all of you
please.
today. I've got stuff- and then I got busy by actually having to do some old-fashioned work, Jim, with what's going on with Bailey Smith, which we'll get to at some
get to that
stage.
in
Yeah.
just a moment.
And the other thing before you introduce Bill, Jim, the seating arrangements are different today.
Yes.
Bill
Yeah.
came in, and we now know why he did this, but he said, I'm reclaiming my turf today.
Yeah.
I'm taking the seat that Duck sits in. But we now know why he's done that, knowing Duck's not here.
Yeah.
No, Duck's, interesting as to why Duck isn't here, by the way.
Yeah.
Now, I got
This
some
is interesting.
Well, I got
That
some
is
intel on this because Duck, about 6 weeks ago, the beautiful lady who runs 740, Lisa Peach, contacted Duck and said, "Look,
Yeah.
we need you to get on the road."
Yeah.
Well, what's today? The 11th of June. We need you to get on the road 11th of June. Anyway, Duck's not focusing enough on it and said, "Yeah, no
Yep,
worries."
yep, all good.
Anyway, so then the start of this week came round and Duck
Yeah.
got all his travel arrangements. He was at the... What? It's not Sydney? I said yes, because there's only one city I'm prepared to travel to. He didn't look closely enough at it, and now you're in Brisbane, Vegas, Duck.
Yes, and I'll tell you what a beautiful day it is up here too. Not
right.
a cloud in the sky. And JB, I had an interesting little situation. I got to the airport,
Oh, no.
and the provisions of me coming up was if the flights were delayed. I'm flying Qantas, by the way. If the flights are delayed more
No.
than an hour and a half, then you're to turn around and come back to the studio.
Yes.
So for the first time ever, I'm sitting there going, be delayed, be delayed. And you wouldn't believe it, they were on time. And I sat next to this gentleman in the Qantas lounge, and he was from Perth. And he looked over and we got chatting, and you wouldn't believe it. He started talking cricket, and then your name came
Of
up.
course it did.
And I'm thinking, oh, here we go. He's gonna unload. He's gonna tip a heap on JB and say that he's no. And you wouldn't believe it. He said, "I'll tell you what, he's a much better cricketer than what people gave him credit for." He said.
Wayne.
So
Are you
you're
in
talking,
relation to Jim?
you're talking
was-
state cricket.
He was very, very complimentary. He said, played in the era when, back when the whacker was just ping.
Yeah.
Your medium pacer
knew
would put
his
it up
cricket.
around your neck.
He knew his cricket.
Duck doesn't.
You sure
But
he
it used to ping.
You sure he wasn't talking about the old man?
used to ping. That was the Duck talk cricket.
Pig off the pitch, Bill.
Ping off the pitch.
Have you checked in your Duck and you done your usual routine at the check-in reception?
I haven't checked in yet.
Yeah, how many kicks? Two.
But Duck, it's a night game. It's a 7:30 game. Why are we up there a couple of days early?
It's tonight, as you know, and it was going to be a stretch for me to leave the rub and then get to the airport and then straight to the car. So
It's a stretch, was it?
it was a stretch. I tell you what, it's beautiful weather up here. And, just
same
from the
here.
other studio over there, a couple of rugby league greats.
Who?
Robber.
Yeah,
Do you know that?
Nath Brown just
got the
out
arse.
just got out of. Oh, Bill,
Come on, Bill.
He got sacked during the week.
He did.
yeah, he's one of the greats.
So when I walked across to the paper shop deli yesterday to have lunch,
Yeah.
so I was just minding my own business. Who's sitting in the corner, sitting up there having a wine?
Wine.
A wine.
Who?
White wine.
No.
From the paper shop. Paper shop deli. It's a
mate of mine,
cafe.
JB, is going down to your neck of the woods. Well, his neck of the woods, but you've claimed it, down to Port Ferry.
Beautiful down
And he was heading down there, and he had a long drive, and he wasn't driving, but he said he wanted a white wine, and I said, well, I can't let him have one by himself. So I had a little white wine.
Was it just
with
a
him.
meeting, Duck? Was it just one of your many meetings you had during the course of a week?
It was sort of a meet.
And Jim, you had a big week because we revealed a couple of weeks ago that you were invited to the Logies.
Yes.
And then we revealed last week, Bern, that he was not invited to the Logies. They actually
the
then
table had
overlooked him.
filled.
He's filthed up.
And he dirtied right up.
did he?
Our latest offering on this particular
Had a
rolling
suit.
story,
Yeah.
Billy, he dirtied up, Duck.
He had a new suit.
He demanded a re-invitation, which I have been told on good authority you got.
You got it.
But you then said, I actually don't want to go. I just didn't want to feel left out. So you're actually not going after all that anyway.
That is true.
You know,
tell
Doug,
me that's not true.
You know what happens on this show?
Yeah.
The amount of bull crap that gets spoken.
yes,
But
I
also,
do.
the problem with this is perception becomes reality. So there'll be millions of dingbats out there believing that's actually true.
that is
That's
true.
what I've got told
There's
happened.
3 dingbats in here,
So
believe it.
you were invited,
Yep.
then you weren't invited and you dirtied up. You then got re-included and you were given a pass and then you said, I
No.
don't want to go anyway.
I've got to go to Adelaide to call a game with BT,
Yes.
the Port Adelaide game, and Bernard, and old Wobbly Guts Rockcliffe. So we're doing that Saturday.
Yeah.
And then when they said to me the table's full, so you're actually not coming to the Logies anymore, I made some really nice arrangements in Adelaide for the Sunday.
With Bluey.
And hopefully Bernard,
Yeah,
if he
no,
can
I'm
cut,
in.
cut himself loose for long
I'm in.
enough.
I
So then
can
when
cut
they
myself loose.
when they said we've
Duck
now
will
got
fly
room
over
for you on the table, I'd made alternative arrangements, Bill.
No, Jim, you should go.
Actually, just walking through the offices here before, because there's no
Anyway, Jim.
Don't about the Logie story, Duck. It's all right.
talking about the Rockcliffe, someone's got his actual photo. Someone's got his photo on the desk. I'm in Brisbane, not in Adelaide, in Brisbane. I know he played for Brisbane, but it's a Port Adelaide photo, and he signed the signature to such and such, and
Yeah.
I'll get a photo of it.
I
Send it to you
know
anyway.
what that is. He's been up in Brisbane this week, so he's
It's
been
not that
doing some.
interesting.
He's
Oh,
been
story killer.
He's been
Come on,
doing
story
some work
killer.
up there, Duck.
Well,
Been
we had
doing
a bit
some
of
work.
momentum going with this Logies, and then
Yeah, well,
someone
like
walking
Jim
through the
was getting
corridors.
uncomfortable.
I like
Bill.
it, Duck.